I'm here with Gary Flanagan, who has been nominated by his colleagues at the Dr. Ronald McNair Academic High School as Teacher of the Year. Congratulations. It's a pleasure to have you, Gary.
Thank you. It's an honor.
Tell us a little bit about yourself and what you teach.
Sure. So I'm a child of Jersey City. I went to public school 28, went to McNair Academic High School. I teach AP Seminar and AP Research right now, which is a newer program. It's been about 7 years now. I also teach this year as a curriculum science fiction, mystery, and horror, which is a new adoption. And it's been a lot of fun and really helping students to have reading as a habit more and just getting into just literature as a whole and just being more conscious of how to approach science and methodology, but from a literature standpoint, kind of that cross-sectionality of our subjects.
Oh, that's interesting. So did you always want to be a teacher?
I think so. I think looking back, there were signs. Right? I remember being at 28 school. My mother was a nurse's aide there, staying after school and teaching students younger than me how to play chess and things like that. I remember an early memory of at the arcade, a parent giving me a roll of quarters and asking me to use that roll of quarters to teach their son how to play Galaga. I don't know if you remember Galaga.
No, I am not.
And that for me was more fun than playing the game, like showing someone else how to do it and then seeing them succeed at the game. And just those little memories are things when I think about why I'm a teacher now, just some of those just natural instincts to want to help people to achieve things and learn things and the kind of joy I get from that.
Was there a teacher who inspired you?
Oh, for sure. When I really remember Donald Dello at McNair. He really helped me to question a lot. We did Henry David Thoreau and Emerson, like self-reliance. And so just kind of always being kind of very obedient as a student, suddenly having this moment of questioning things and not looking at everything as absolute truth, but like finding nuance. And some of the ideas I'd learned, it just kind of like really opened me up. And it went from just being in school to like really wanting to use my brain as a muscle, as a tool to kind of like question things and observe the world around me. And then go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, that's kind of what I try to do now as a teacher.
That was going to be my question.
Yeah.
How do you convey that to your students today?
Yeah, I think that's the most important thing that we can do. I know there's a lot that we should be and can do, but just giving students the confidence to question, to have questions, to be curious, to go out and find things, to research things. We're in a world now where every piece of information around us is there and accessible, but also like we have to question it. We have to figure out what's good, what's bad,
what's real, what's not,
yes.
Where is it coming from?
Right.
What is behind the scenes of every comment? So it's obvious you love your passion. How do you continue to push the limits in terms of new programs? You were talking about the new program that you're teaching this year. Yes. So how do you bring that love of reading just for enjoying literature to your students?
Sure. Some of it is just we are gravitated towards the things that we love as teachers. And when you have the opportunity to teach those lessons, the students know. They notice, like when you love a book, they know that you love that book, right? So part of it was just starting to bring in little things of my own that I just wanted to show them and make those synthesis connections, right? Okay. So if we're reading something in our curriculum, there's science fiction in our curriculum already, and then just extending that a little bit more, like, oh, if you like this, you'll love that, and kind of like bringing out and opening the world a little bit more.
So what's your favorite genre?
I'm science fiction.
You're science fiction?
Yeah, science fiction. Love genre. Left Hand of Darkness by Ursula Le Guin. Ursula Le Guin is amazing. She's probably my favorite.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, because but that's what we want in our youth, to find whatever it is they like and enjoy it.
Yes, absolutely.
Disconnect with the devices a little.
Right. Yes.
and enjoy the... So how do you also connect with the parents?
So I love a parent's night. One of the things that I learned from my mentor, Mr. Dello, was on parents' night, like putting on some jazz, like just setting a hangout, like just to be like, hey, let's have a conversation about your child. Not like a confrontational thing. It's not about the grade, and that's another thing as well, is like making it about just what your child is going through, is wanting to do in the classroom. Just giving them, the parents, just confidence, and hopefully they have trust in me that, it's a longer process to write something like a research paper, and we have to kind of give them the trust that it might seem like it's not a good topic right now, but we have to give it time. A lot of them want that immediate feedback, and so part of that is just having them understand that the process is a little bit longer. Right?
So McNair Academic is an admission school, so you have top students that sometimes get over-focused on grades versus learning.
Sure.
How do you help those overachievers achieve some balance in there?
Something I've struggled with for a long time. Having the opportunity to teach that capstone course, that AP seminar that I mentioned earlier, that's really a course that allows for that time I was talking about, where they're creating their own product, they're doing their own research, and they're given more space than they normally are time-wise. And so it allows them the opportunity, because they have time, to change, to realize that they were going in the wrong direction, to make some shifts, to look at different research, to find new avenues. And then they, because of that freedom, they get a little less tense about the time and like the do it now mentality, and they become more into that growth mindset of, okay, I can make a mistake, I can edit. And once I get them there, editing is the bigger job. It's like, we all have all these ideas and we all can find a million things, but how can we then focus that in on something?
And sometimes we become discouraged
Yeah.
when we submit something and the mentor, the educator says, you need to change this, you need to look at that,
Right. Keeping it open, allowing them to make changes, that's part of that encouragement.
So going forward, what message would you share with the community in terms of how to get our young people to be their very best?
I think they're going through a lot right now. I think with the internet age and what's happening with all the information they have, I think we could maybe trust them a little bit more, listen to students more. I think that they have a lot to say. And by giving us that information, when they trust us to say things, that allows us a little bit more insight on how we can best help them.
That's wonderful. Anything you know today as an educator that you wish you had known at the beginning of your teaching career?
I think being more reflective on a day-to-day basis, right? Like thinking about what you're doing and then assessing ourselves, right? As teachers, we have to think about what we're doing. Can we do it ourselves? Can we look at a lesson and say that worked, but also look at a lesson and say that didn't work. I need to mix things up a little bit and shuffle and go in a new direction. I felt it's easy earlier on to think, oh, they didn't do well. But it's really important when you start realizing, oh, how can I better look at the results that I've gotten from my students and make some changes.
Yes, so it's not just them, it's us as educators.
It's hard to admit sometimes, but yeah, absolutely it is. And
yes, it's reciprocal.
Yes.
It's not just a one-way.
It's a conversation.
It's a conversation.
Yes.
So, Gary, it is a pleasure to see you as an adult and a successful teacher.
Yes.
It is wonderful, and I understand why you were selected Teacher of the Year.
Right.
I look forward to many years of working together.
Me too.
So, thank you.